If you haven't watched the news or you've been trapped in Diddy's basement, Trump won. Us here as black men, it's apparently our fault.
You hate black women. You can't say you don't now. You actively voted against black women.
Police gonna start killing you young one by one by one because your dumb, stupid ass decided to vote for Donald Trump.
No! Everything is our fault, unfortunately.
Do you think it's justifiable, based on the election results and the campaign as a whole, for there to be such a divide between friends, families, et cetera? Like, what can be done to help, bridge the gap?
In today's society, groupthink is a big thing. Like, if you and I don't agree, then we can't be friends. I didn't vote for Trump. To be honest with you, I didn't vote for Kamala Harris. No, I didn't vote. I didn't care for either candidate. My blackness wouldn't permit me to vote for Trump. I felt like every time I watched Kamala, she was talking about Trump. I'm not familiar with any of her policies. I think she had Fat Joe. She had Cardi B. She had Megan Thee Stallion.
Twerking.
Great people. Has nothing to do with politics. So to answer your question, it is unacceptable to allow something that is temporary to destroy what should be a lifelong relationship. You're going to fall out with a family member, maybe your mother, your father, brother, or sister, over somebody who's only going to be in office for 4 years. I don't think that makes sense.
Even when I was in the polls voting, there were women of color there, but they were kind of egging on people they were giving ballots to. Like the one brother went up there to give his ballot. She like, you know what to do. You gonna vote, right? Yeah. The group think is so strong when it comes to the movement of her, Democrats pushing her as a black woman. That strong black woman narrative, I think, ever since, the Black Lives Matter movement and black girl power and things of those nature, like, what was it, Sam Jackson and one of them, I was it.
Black girl magic!
I think it has gotten that groupthink mindset so strong that even the slightest perspective outside of that can be controversial.
Yes.
So I really think the groupthink mindset and the propaganda that goes around that needs to be more unbiased and open, as opposed to just Trump's racist. They're going to take away abortion rights.
It's going to be a slave again.
Yeah.
This is not going to work out for us. It's not. I'm leaving. I'm not staying for the Handmaid's Tale. I'm not. And not only that, our rights are gone as we know it. To you black men who your fragile ego couldn't take a black woman in office, so you either voted for Trump or you didn't vote at all, the police will now have carte blanche to murder you right where you stand. And when they do that, there's not going to be no GoFundMes. Don't ask your family to ask us for shit. Just die. They can't afford to bury you. Dig a hole in their backyard. It is what it is.
Where is this coming from? I want to understand. Help me understand.
A deep-seated hatred for black men is where it's coming from. A lot of people in our community grew up without their fathers. So they're not accustomed to taking any type of leadership or direction from a black man, which a lot of that hatred comes from black women who have either have hatred for their fathers, have been mistreated by men in their personal lives, like boyfriends, brothers, uncles, whatever the case may be.
When single black women were the head of the household during mass incarceration during the crack epidemic era, they had to be hard. You know what I mean? Even my grandmother, she moved up from North Virginia with, 4 kids and then adopted 2 others, worked a full-time job and ran a full household. So it's like, I think it comes from that era when black women, or that time period, black women just had to be strong. Yes. You know what I mean? And there wasn't a lot of nurturing or balance of leadership and emotion because the black man was taken out of the household. And I think there is resentment to that when it goes down, if we really want to get into context, the Willie Lynch theory, when you're meant to buck break, right, the black male.
Of course, in our community, mental health is not discussed at all. It's a stigma. There has to be a safe space for men. And there's a lot of that for women. No, not saying it's a bad thing, just saying. And I think that the resources for that, someone has to come out of the woodwork and make that resource available.
On some honest shit, just find somebody that you can really talk to, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, no matter how strong you is, no matter how much pride you got in you, yo, you gotta talk to somebody, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
What do you guys think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you want to see the full episode of Late Night Bmore, check the link in the description. Thanks for watching.